Hello, Malcolm Cabby here. Just having a bit of banter here. It's like after 11 games so far, we're just going to talk about Sunderland's season so far. The lads sit, of course, in 4th place with 19 points. We've asked people and stuff their thoughts on how things are going so far for the lads. And there's a chap called John Hawley says, nearly a quarter of the way through the current season, I am pleased at being higher in the table than we finished in the 2022-23 season. Yes. But I still have concerns though. Yes, I do. The shambolic second half collapse against Middlesbrough, the wasteful display against Cardiff, and the lack of goals from our strikers all point to weaknesses that threaten to derail our season if they're allowed to be exploited. I mean, that is a good point. I will say that we are scoring goals, but it ain't from the strikers. And we're supposed to be replacing Stewart, but at the moment the goals are coming literally everywhere from but our strikers. The likes of Clark, etc. Even Ballard's getting a few huggins. But we need our strikers to fire in, and I was going to bring that up, but perhaps maybe the players need a little bit more time and stuff. Maybe he's excluding Bird's-Toe because the fact he's on loan, he's not really, can't give him that much time. But certainly for Joe Bellingham, I think there's definitely room for improvement there, and I think there is a talent there. He's shown glimpses of it. We've got to guard against allowing these small negatives to grow into a bigger thing which could cause problem. As we know with a young team that things can snowball very quickly. However though, in Tony Mowbray we have plenty of experience and calmness to guide us through any turbulence so far this season. I think Mowbray has got more right than wrong, and a league position. Oh, there's just got a job come through in my taxi there. How dare you interrupt me? How dare you? Where was I think Mowbray has got more right than wrong, and for league position of 4th simply has to go in hand with praise for the head coach. However, he's not without fault. Seemingly allergic to squad rotation and averse to substitutions before the 80th minute, it can be argued that it accumulated in that horror show of a second half display last Saturday against Middlesbrough. A leggy and weary side, sapped of motivation and floundering in midfield, was left high and dry when Mowbray refused to bolster the middle of the park in favour of sending on an attacking midfielder. Is this a crisis? No chance. Whilst he could do with being more open to switching the team up at times, Mowbray has proved that he knows how to manage this group through tough times. And we can trust him to do it again, of course. On a more positive note though, I don't think anyone could argue that we don't merit our league position, and if anything, we've probably lost more points than we've won based on performances. The Blackburn game aside, Ipswich, Preston and Cardiff are all games that on another day we would have taken somewhere from 3 to 9 extra points from, but without playing particularly differently. Provided we keep this standard of play up and potentially add some goals from our centre forwards, we shouldn't have a problem in averaging 2 points per game. As every cliche-friendly pundit would tell you, that's promotion form, and Leicester aside, we're a match for everyone in this division on paper. Well, possibly. I don't know. It's too early to say that, I would say. So let's stick with the lads, keep the faith in the club's model, and who knows, this time next season we could be scrapping it out in the Premier League. So, I mean, what do you think about that? Is that just like, is that wishful thinking, or... I do think that the massive point there, without a shadow of a doubt, is definitely the striker situation. we've sort of replaced. But on another note, it's just not quite good enough at the moment if we're wanting to challenge for the top 6. Because honestly, I do think the top 2's gone. Disagree with me if you want. I do think that's gone. I don't think Ipswich will be there. I think the rails will come off. But I think even looking at Middlesbrough, I think they'll be possibly pushing for top 2. I something about them. But it's concerning though that our goals aren't coming from centre forwards. I mean, Birdstow, he's just non-existent as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what he's supposed to be doing or what his role is. Yes, it says striker, but you don't even know he's on the bloody pitch, do you, when he's on? Joe Bellingham, he has showed moments of brilliance, but it's not often enough. There's too many times where he's just gone absent. You don't even, like I say, you don't even know he's on. He's like, and it isn't good enough. You know, you need to be more frequent. You need to be more prolific. Not too bad if you're wanting to stay in middle of the table or bottom half, but if you want to challenge for a promotion spot, playoffs it may be, then your strikers need to be firing. And at the minute, that isn't happening. It's all well and good getting goals from the likes of Ballard, Huggins, even Roberts. He's not really scoring that many minute, but in Clark. But you get injuries from the likes of them players, from your Clarks, whatever, Ballards, Huggins, which rightly he went off against Middlesbrough, then we're screwed. Because where's our goals going to come from if our strikers aren't putting the ball in the net? You know, it has to be addressed, and it has to be addressed quickly. Me personally, I don't know what the clause is like, but Birdstow, send him back to Chelsea. Is there anybody in the under-21s we could maybe give a try out? Or, you know, we've got Rig. It's got to be a better option than Birdstow at the minute, because he's just doing jack shite. He's doing nothing, absolutely nothing at all. So it's an interesting thought, but it is a massive point, and I'm surprised not many people have brought that up. So let us know in your thoughts down below what you think, and we'll catch you later for more banter. Toodaloo.